Dear narcissistic parent, from birth you showered me with guilt and shame. You controlled me by manipulating me and using my empathy against me. You acted as if you were fragile and needed to be protected, but failed to protect me. You hid behind your mask of a fragile religious martyr. When I told you about the abuse inflicted on me as a child, you continued to socialize with the perpetrator as if nothing ever happened. I know now that I never mattered, and it was all about how others perceived you. You insisted that I mirror you, and would hurl guilt and shame at me if I didn't. You demanded that I adopt your religious views and warped dysfunctional belief system. You deprived me of the opportunity to form my own individuality and sense of self. Throughout life as I blindly fought. Through the lies, manipulation, and enmeshment you became threatened by my growing independence. As I pushed forward in life and became successful, you launched insidious and camouflaged razors of jealousy at me that sliced my heart like a million tiny paper cuts. You felt entitled to the money that I worked so hard to earn, yet routinely discarded me in private and belittled my achievements. When I would demonstrate healthy self-confidence, you would quickly take your jabs and tell me not to get a big head. I began to see you for what you really were, and you noticed. In a panic and fear of being exposed, you smeared me for years behind my back. You lodged a wedge between me and every member of my family. You slowly and meticulously eroded my support system, and I was left abandoned and discarded. I was left in a state of confusion, rejection, and despair, blindly trying to make sense of the ambush orchestrated by my own parent. Alone, distraught, and devastated, I sat quietly day after day trying to understand how my own parent could do this to me. I know now that it was all about you. Your insecurities. Your need to see me as an extension of yourself. You degraded me, rejected me, and stripped me of any sense of self, but to others you capitalized on my success, acting as if you deserved all of the credit. Despite your insatiable need to keep me oppressed, I eventually saw through your mind games and abuse. Despite your efforts to make me completely dependent on you and to perpetuate a demented level of enmeshment, I rose up from despair. I educated myself. I began to see through the fog of confusion, and I found myself. I found my voice. I found my strength. I found happiness. I found something that you will never experience. I found self-love, self-compassion, self-esteem, and self-confidence. Now, when I look in the mirror, I see the authentic me. I don't see a hollow reflection of you. You failed in your efforts to steal my life and anything and everything that makes me uniquely me. I succeeded. I'm happy now. Blood doesn't make you family. Kindness, compassion, healthy support, and respect makes you family. Unfortunately, that's a language you don't know how to speak.